one of the troubling things about the corporatization of the Department of Justice is that if they get into involved with meddling in elections, they are the Department of Justice. If you are a felon, you can't vote. So if they are able to do what they're doing, they can decide who can vote. Now, I'm for more black people in politics, like before the Reconstruction, but I'm also against mass voting because the tool that they're using to place themselves is the public. When either candidate that you elect gets, they're getting your vote. The DOJ is getting your vote. And you're running away from Donald Trump because the evangelical Christians who are actually not really Christians, but really the DOJ, approached him with Project 2025 and blanket immunity for the police. And Trump said, sure. Okay. Kamala, on the other hand, promising bail restriction. So either way, when Kamala's talking to the DOJ and when Trump is talking to them, they're talking to a different set of the people. So you think that they're the ones running it. It's Obama's DOJ. It's Eric Holder's DOJ. It's those evangelicals DOJ. It's them doing it. So run to the other candidate and then vote for the DOJ. That's why they don't have to. They don't want to have to meddle with the election anymore. So and they'll be able to decide who can vote, because it's like you're playing right into their hands too. Me, like, am I playing right into their hands? Because here's the thing, right? Is that when you had to become evangelical to do this, also mock the Last Supper to do this, and then like you have to do all these fires and all this kind of shit, this land grabby shit, like everything that they had to do to put themselves up there. When voting is overhauled, they don't have all of those people that they ramrodded into one of those two directions. Because if you're running away from the prospect of Kamala Harris, and believe me, that's a scary concept, right? And they're telling you that democracy is going to end. No, it's been over. It's been moratorium. It's been over for a minute. It's the fact that we might get it back, that we might miss, that you might almost not. You know what I'm saying? We might miss, but then they have to really be worried about, because how are your charges going to stick without conviction? Like you're here to get conviction. It's a criminal justice system. It's a criminal, and they have to call themselves justice. You have to be almost like a vicar of Christ in the interest of justice. But they will have no association with anything remotely justice. So if all you ever know them by, it's like their power will just leak through like a sieve. Like their power will just because the power was all those people. So you wonder why. It's like, hey, if they need more people for the supply chain to work for more efficiency, why would they want to kill us all, right? Then they wouldn't have to worry about losing us. See what I mean? If they lose us, it's different than if they hit a switch on us or something and manage to affect, mass dying and everything. So it's like they're they gotta be committed. As scary as it sounds to think that you would find yourself in a plot, you know what I mean? Like, they're so in the loop of that shit that it's like you can't, like, if you're gonna climb a mountain and shit, you're not gonna go all the way up and then change your mind or something like, oh, you know what, I didn't think to bring this or something. Like, they're just all in. But they feel confident, but they know that this time is ticking. They know that their time is ticking. They're not all, you know. Try to set us up to a calamity, like try to set us up with a dynasty, and then if the dynasty falls, then maybe, I mean, because think about it, who does everybody have to be nice to? They make the laws, and when it comes down to justice, you're not going to get any justice unless you're nice to these people. Why are you even worried about these people? You've never seen these people in your life. They live in a gated community far away from you. You're never going to interact with these people. Why are you worried about these people? Because it's because I'm not vindictive. So I don't want the American experiment to fail. Isn't that what they have to represent? So they have to be the same as me with their little pin, with their little American flag pin or something. Like, that's very important. And that's why if they have to cover up some shit, it's bad for us. It's like no matter what, it's like you're damned if you... They get your vote no matter what. And if they have to cover something up, you're going to take a hit. And if they want to do some dirt, it's going to be against you. Everything they do is against you. And they think that they think that we believe enough that they're Christian to where if we condemn them for mocking God, that we don't have to worry about not condemning someone for assassinating an old, black woman who says, "I rebuke in the name of Jesus," because she's a Protestant. You know what I mean? She's like one of the sleepers, not, fully alive in the light of Christ. So, we could just, you're going to go to hell too. Like, you would go to hell. So, like, they try to get us to acquiesce to something so hideous that they can write themselves off as our fucking bailiff and our jailers and our judge. They'll lose their power if we, remember, what happened with Sonia Massey. Now, I'm not going to tell people to go out and say her name, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to behave social domineeringly, ostracize yourself and the message, and make it look assy. That's how they be having us. Once you break from that, they're gonna just be like, they're just gonna be like nervous. They're gonna be nervous. You can't understand what makes them nervous. My neuropathology doesn't follow the same route as theirs do, so I can't imagine how they even think. Yeah, so we just got to do what's smarter, even if we don't know how it's effectively gonna put the screws to them. Like, we don't know how what we're doing is gonna actually affect. Who are you to say? What do you know, buddy? Hey, pal, that's nothing. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't get too pessimistic. Too pessimistic. We should be rejoicing for some reason. Because I just can't really put in words how, like, why, because everybody's doing the thing right now, It's more important to them right now, even if, there's nothing wrong with supporting Trump. It's more important to them that Trump gets elected than we decorporatize the DOJ. Hey, you might have an election. You might have an election year. You know what I mean? Fuck this shit, voting for fucking Kamala. And because there's only two choices, then I'm gonna vote for the one that seems like he might double cross them, even though he agreed. And then they already did try to shoot him, because the DOJ, and so he makes him like black. It makes Trump hella black because the DOJ is gunning for him. We're like, how are they gunning for him? He agreed. He's Project 2025. No, if they even had to get together a whole section of evangelicals to approach him, that means that they think it's their time to shine. That means that they're wappa with the choppa. If fucking Trump is Fulio energy, like the Fulio, Don Julio. I'm not cooking. Other channels have been cooking before me on this. It's just that the parallels are fucking me up, because it's the same shit. Fulio, the Trump, the wild card. He's a wild card. Trump energy kills. How does it kill? How does it's warlike energy? The color red, the god Apollo, and Mars is red planet, and the Joker want to burn it all down, kind of thing. So we're scared of Trump because he's gonna want to return us to some. He's gonna burn it all down. I mean, despite like your lying eyes, like fucking the demonstrations that they do for him are just like nothing compared to the other demonstrations. That mob mentality shit comes more from the left, and so they've been dropping off fake Nazis for us to hate, and they've been dropping off there was fake Antifas too, coming out of the same trucks and everything. Like, this shit is a sponsored media news event so they can do their spells, like Drake trying to fucking break Kendrick's motion or something. It's weird. I'm not really big on gematria, but I will listen to people using gematria more and getting excited about numbers more than I would watch Drake fucking playing roulette live. Getting excited about numbers too. Like, So there's some people that have to use spells. Fucking no choice. You're in a war. They're gonna have to return fire on those energies that are trying to cause the battle. So they're gonna have to get really eloquent and descriptive and ingenuitive and creative to come up with their own ritual. Because nobody's... because everybody's gentrifier. We're all colonizers. I'm going with Kendrick's motion because he's helping, but then he's still talking code, and he's still... So it's like, damn, we're all colonizers. I gotta end it there.